Module 2, From International to Planetary Politics, Challenges and Responses. Lecture 1, Introduction. In this second module, we turn to the future, the transition from international to planetary politics, the challenges of disaster management, and the role of public policy. We will examine how global environmental issues demand cooperation beyond traditional state boundaries. Lecture 2, Transition from International to Planetary Politics. Traditionally, international politics dealt with states interacting with each other. But today's environmental issues, such as climate change or ozone depletion, are planetary. They affect all humanity, regardless of borders. This requires a shift to planetary politics. Global agreements like the Paris Accord are one step. International organizations, such as the United Nations, become central players. Civil society, scientists, and corporations also join the global governance system. Planetary politics means recognizing that survival depends on cooperation at the highest level. Lecture 3, Challenges of Disaster Management. Natural and human-made disasters are increasingly global in impact. Earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, nuclear accidents, and pandemics all demand international cooperation. Challenges include limited resources and infrastructure in vulnerable countries, slow international response mechanisms, political tensions that delay humanitarian aid. For example, the COVID-19 pandemic showed how disasters can overwhelm national systems and require coordinated global responses. Lecture 4, Public Policy and Environmental Response. Governments play a key role in shaping environmental policies. Effective public policy must balance development with sustainability. Policy responses include renewable energy incentives, regulations on pollution and emissions, disaster preparedness and resilience building, international treaties on environmental protection. But policymaking is often challenged by lobbying, competing economic interest, and short-term political calculations. Lecture 5, Technology as a Solution and a Challenge. Technology is a double-edged sword in environmental politics. Solutions, renewable energy, carbon capture, geoengineering, and biotechnology can help address ecological problems. Challenges, over-reliance on fossil fuels, electronic waste, and unsustainable industrialization create new environmental issues. The political question is, who controls technology, and who benefits from it? Lecture 6, Equity and Justice in Environmental Politics. Environmental politics is also about fairness. Poorer countries often suffer most from ecological changes, even though richer nations contributed more to the problem historically. This raises debate about climate justice, who should pay for adaptation and mitigation? Environmental refugees, how should displaced people be treated? Global inequality, how can all nations share in sustainable development? Lecture 7, International Cooperation and Conflict. Environmental issues can foster cooperation, but they can also fuel conflict. Cooperation, agreements on climate, biodiversity, and water management. Conflict, disputes over scarce resources, transboundary rivers, or migration. For example, Arctic melting opens new trade routes but also sparks competition among states for control of resources. Lecture 8, The Role of Civil Society and Global Governance. Beyond states, other actors shape environmental politics. Non-governmental organizations advocate for sustainability. Scientific communities provide crucial data. Global corporations influence outcomes through production, investment, and lobbying. Planetary politics is therefore not just about governments, but about multiple actors shaping a shared future. Lecture 9, Disaster Management and Future Preparedness. Looking ahead, disaster management must become more proactive. Instead of only reacting to crises, leaders must build resilience. Early warning systems. Investment in infrastructure. International coordination and funding mechanisms. Preparedness reduces human suffering and economic losses when disasters strike. Lecture 10, The Future of Planetary Environmental Politics. The future of world politics will increasingly be defined by environmental issues. Climate change, migration, resource scarcity, and technological transitions will test the ability of states to cooperate. The central question will be, can humanity create institutions strong enough to manage planetary challenges? If yes, we may move toward a more sustainable, cooperative global order. If not, we risk greater conflict, inequality, and ecological collapse. Module 2 Summary. This module showed how environmental issues push politics beyond the international into the planetary realm. Disaster management, technology, justice, and governance are central challenges. The path forward requires innovation, cooperation, and a recognition that humanity shares a single, fragile planet. Course conclusion. This course has traced the relationship between technology, ecology, and world politics. Module 1 explored the foundations, geography, science, technology, population, and ecological challenges like pollution and famine. Module 2 examined the future, planetary politics, disaster management, justice, and the role of public policy. The key message is this: environmental issues are no longer side topics in world politics. They are central, shaping the survival, prosperity, and security of all nations. Leaders, policymakers, scientists, and citizens alike must engage with these challenges to build a sustainable future.